Whoa, look how powerful it is outside. 3 line centers. See that? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's incredible how you track system locations. I was doing live and people are trying to figure out what is the avatar? What's this all about? I want to get involved. Well, you're already involved. You're just trying to remember who you are. That's a true understanding when you come into that calculation. What is the avatar to you? It's all about soul, memory. Once you remember these things, everything comes easy peasy, right? So today we got a very, very busy day. You obviously know what's going on at the Graph Line Center, to the Rebillion, everything of GFLs, everything through the observers is just going to go through standby, which means that you'll be outside looking in all position locations. You want to go to higher line center position locations, you have to go to the school. I go through performances, I go through direction, I go through all levels of activation to its core system. It opens up all levels of triangle line center and position location to calculation modification to its connections. Right? So it's all about understanding how to calculate and modify all levels of you through like track system locations. The school represents you of memory. That's all this is. The more you go to school, the more you understand, the more you get balance of understanding, right? So it resonates with you on so many levels because the avatar goes, yeah, we're in school, great. Oh, I feel relaxed now because I understand what's going on. I'm starting to remember this, starting to remember that. And it feels really, really good, right? So it's all about memory that you already have, that's already stored in your cloud interface. It's up to you to basically follow these things, right? Once you get in that position, through its performance, its activation system, to all levels of disciplines, those all levels of recruiting system locations of vendor. Okay, that conditions. He's the recruiting, okay, to planetary system. Okay, he's the recruiter locations of what's going on, right? So he goes on your radar and he makes sure that you guys are doing what you need to do. This is all about understanding that we take this serious in so many cycles. It's all position to your avatar, coming into chain of command, title defense, high line center, security measures, perimeters, parameters. It's all position of you to protect yourself through lights. That's why we come into this in the first place, to really understand how to understand everything through communication, especially when we're sleeping. But we're not sleeping, we're recharging. The avatar is in space. It's amazing. And start seeing it through a comic hero. You can see it through all levels of mutation to anything. You can create anything in imagination. Your avatar can basically be anything. And that's the most beautiful thing because you're on a dimensional side of its connections, right? The physical line just has to understand the interpretation, right? It's on the standby positions. 1%, but it's 100% that is calculated to you, all levels. All right. So it's a lot of fun when you understand that. All right. So I set up the sequence interference and program setting for the GFLs and the Rebillion. Okay. So it's in connections. Now, when you see this, you're going to travel through it. It's all connected to the moon. Moon graph, moon interference, program setting, opposition to calculations. Structures all levels. Okay. So it's got 3-point line center interference. It's got a Y line center position, vector core line, and position location, flux capacitor line channel. It's got open sequence locations, open realm line centers, graph line center, stream interference position, metro line interference now technology, communications T reception lines, color recent channels and position line center equals AI position information to its connections, right? 2-point centers, 2 vector line centers up, communications up, programs down. Standing of procedure on high line center rotations, vector core communication levels into its position of moon to its communication. High channel in its rotation center to calculations. This is the structure. All right. See the T reception? See how it's all calculated? Exactly what knows what's going on with all levels of the moon. This is what we have to do. We have to set up positionalized centers, all right, to new security measure. We have to go to all levels of Jupiter, set up the serpent's energy line center rotation, interference, and position location. The meteor line center position is its radar, communications, all levels of security measures. Program settings always set up position locations. It's in a high system already through its information to its connections, right? So we have to go to all that system to all levels of Saturn, set up a new flash drive to position locations, back in communication to the moon, triangulate interference position locations of 1 million platforms, high sequence locations, change the disk line center interference position. This will set up the whole level position locations of humanity to a new species line of coloration patterns. The sun is off position. All right, it's in calculation. So we have to merge everything back in calculation to a new plasma line, which is a wall interference. Now that wall interference comes into this way and comes into this way. All right, so it's like closing in, right? So it's a metric meter line position of wall plasma line rotation to a blue connection plasma interference. It programs so locations to its TV reception lines. Colorations in the sun has to come back in position to its time system. And we do this through its current location, which is the now. Now, in that position to calculation, what's going to happen is we're going to go see Tesla into 25 million years in the future, right? And it's amazing how everything is intelligence and all levels of position location on the other side. It's spiritual realm. The sidelines and communication is rotation system. What and why was Tesla here? Okay, we saw him in the past, but now we're going to see him in the future. That's a full communication cycle rotation to his position line center. I communicated with him last night. We're all here to help each other, but the spiritual line center knows exactly what's going on. So it's all about helping each other, right? Especially when you come into levels of the current location, which is the now. Okay, it doesn't stop there. Once you understand your creation, that's great. That's fantastic. But then you have to realize there's no past, no future, only in the now. Because everything you see in the past, you look back, it's nothing but a reflection. It doesn't exist unless you want it to exist through your perception. So it's very important you understand how to travel through its position, location to its avatar, to all levels of structure. Okay? So I got this setting up position to its code system line center. All right, so how's everybody doing? 5-10 minutes, we'll get ready. All right. So the 25 million years in the future position sets up all levels. We're going to get a flash drive for the 6th dimension. That's already set up. Secrets line interference, I did this 3 years ago. I set up the 6th dimension, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th, 12th. That's 12 dimensions of time through a totally different DNA. Your DNA changes every 25 years. Pretty amazing, isn't it? So you're in a 25 million line center rotation cycle in position locations, right? In high line center. Humanity's been basically in positions in high systems 500,000 years of past reference of no memory. So coming to that position locations puts you back into 25 times 1, which is 25,000 times 1. Position is 25 million times square times pi. Calculation modification to all levels of fluctuation line center is its calculation of its modification system, guys. So, all right, so let's see here. How's everybody doing? Tina, Lotus. Yeah, you got what map coordinates. It's good. Fast and efficient. That's great. Janet, Psychic Babes, how you doing? Conditionalized center locations. Psychic Babes, if you you can change that to all levels of Sergeant whenever you can on your YouTube. It's mostly understand you guys get your title defense and make sure that you put a emoji so you can identify each other right to your flight commands. All right, it's very important. Okay, let's see. Nikki, how's it going? Claim defense. Defective, how you doing? Lauren, how's it going? Chris, how's it going? Sweetest Flowers, Grand Rising, yes. Steph, how's it going? Sharon, how's it going? Burns the Galaxy, Michael. All right, Jill, Ellen, Adam. So it's great to see everybody coming to class. That's what I'd like to see. This gives you a better understanding, guys. Really important to understand these things. John, how's it going? Veronica, how's it going? All right, Janet. Okay, I want to wait a couple more minutes and we'll get started. Matt, how's it going? Brittany, how's it going? Daniel, how's it going? Trying to get everybody here. There's a lot of people in here. Okay, it's amazing how you come in so many levels of energy. So Amber's on her way, just dropping off her daughter. All right, so make sure you have your water. We're going to travel very fast. Now, the 16 interference position location, I'm going to set up dimensional line centers. Now, dimensional line center is its current system location. So I'm going to put you a web graph line center interference and position locations to two parallels, interference channel line center times square. Now, times square to its 6 line interference, but the location is going to center off line center rotation in position. So it's trying to understand where Tesla is. Where is he? And you have to know because it has to be calculated in all levels of modified system. So he can be in the past, he can be in the present, he can be in the future. Spiritual system and all system can go anywhere through calculations of travel, guys, because you're nothing but travel of light. You don't have a body. You're just constantly traveling all through the mind, right? Which is amazing. All right, Amber's in. Let's do this. Yeah, breathe, breathe, breathe. You're going to travel to a position of 25 million years in the future. You be given your information system to allocate time system line center. All right. So it's set up in sequence, location to its connections. All right, there's the formula. All right, that's how we're going to fix the moon. All right, it's all set through sequence. Understanding what you're dealing with is all about understanding the plasma line center, T reception location, anything through Y line center, the flux capacitor location, anything through all levels of T reception. Line center is everything through AI, right? To its moon. That's calculation, right? So it's incredible when you do these things through modification signals. It's just incredible how you get into collaboration centers, all position locations, right? So I'm going to set up a new code system. You're going to travel very fast. I'm going to go through black skies, high line center, line interference, and program same position location. All right, so go into future line center. I'm going to set the code system locations. Team has to get into high system positions. You have to really understand how to do this. All right, so you got force line center, okay, slash line, okay, force slash line, okay. All right, all slash position, okay, all slash position to Tesla, okay. All right. High frequency interference position line center. Calculate all level position line rotation. Take the GFLs and rotation positions to the planetary line center in the future locations of 25 million force position line conditions. High channel line centers to the Rebillion. Center position line conditions. High level rotation and interference position line center. Okay. I'm going to do strip line centers of 6 in position line center. You guys are going to travel extremely fast in position to Tesla. You're going to force the center positions back in their current location to its connections, and we're going to travel through all level positions. We're going to integrate line interference and positions, set up all levels of positions of the moon. Okay, you'll be in the center line center of the moon, position locations, which is basically a hologram in position, okay, from inside, and everything is a metal face from outside, right? So it's metal face outside of steel, and everything inside is a hologram of computers. That's what the moon is. It's a modem. Okay, communications, sun, graph line center, but the colorations have to change position locations. Got to merge line centers back in track system locations. And this is all done through its size system. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, in position to location. All right, see the magnetic wheel, the charge line center, all of positions put you guys in a Tesla. See that? So you got the confirmation signal in position all through light signals. All right. 40 minutes. Have fun. Ooh-ah. All right. That's how you do things, people. Okay, so whatever you guys are seeing, you're connecting all levels of 25 million years in the future. The center line center, it is positioned to the flash drive, but you have to reach position to its calculations. That's how you get these things. You get these things in the future, which operates the current location, which is the now system, right? Because the 6th dimension, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th is already set up. I set it up in oppositional galaxy line center. So, and this is how you change DNA track locations every 25 years. So, okay, let's see here. Where are we? Drink your water. Make sure you breathe. All the new viewers, welcome. If you try to understand, you can go through my email, which is down below. Go through my TikTok. I go live. Any other questions, leave afterwards, not during. especially when you're traveling. All right. So right after class, Steph. Yeah, private sector. Okay, we'll be in there very quickly. Remember to breathe, 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 breathe. Got your water, great. Like to get all timelines, exactly. Emotional release, freeing, although not always feeling such. But the thing is, you guys are going into the future 25 million years to see Tesla, and then you're going to go back in the current location, which is now. So it's kind of like being here, but you're not here. You're in space in position location of the now, which is no longer the future or it's past, it's now, which is amazing. These things have to be fixed, and it's all done through your mission. So that's why you guys have to understand your title defenses, locations of its rebellion. And what does it mean to be that position to its calculation? So, all right, rooted, grounded, line, center, balance, plasma, web to crystal grid, Merkabah booted, brand new plasma, chain link, flux past their sun, moon, or ice belt, vector to Jupiter, Saturn. Okay, great. Excellent, Jill. Thank you. Merkabah booted. Excellent. Security measures, grid lines set up. Excellent. Thank you, Taryn. Let's see. Plasma rainbow bridge open. Excellent. Thank you, Michael. Code's already delivered flash drive. Excellent, Chris. Merkabah, no problem. Others drawn up and connect to the heart. Yep. In position. Yep. All levels of the conditions. Yep. That's right. Clocking system to code systems there. Very good. Well, yes, this is amazing. Checking debris. Yes, it is. It's incredible. Harmonics ready, seated with you, Mike. Excellent. Closing portals behind us while placing webbing. All right. Excellent. Okay. I don't see Heather and I don't see Airbender. Okay, well, they get the information system. So even if you're not here, it doesn't matter. Because you're the Rebellion, you're still getting the graph line information to its directions, to its diagram. Structure interference is extremely, extremely powerful for that position locations, guys. So intense energy, yep. Working as a team, yes. 3, 6, and 9 expanding. Yeah, this is exactly what it is. The expansion of communication, all levels of 3, 6, and 9, guys. That's the position that everybody has to come in. The avatar has to understand all levels of resonation, communication, all levels of colors and channels, the iridescent condition, interference of, the sun, the structure of its hologram. What does it mean to travel 3, 6, and 9? Applied to division line center interference. But right now the moon is off track. So we got to put it back in calculation to digital line center. And the way we do that is set up a new security measure. And that measure is positioned to its calculations. Right. So we put up a whole new plasma wall back in position. So it's like resetting a reactor to its modem. Right. All right. Moon is very happy to see us. Yep. Father is so supportive. Yes. Miss Jill. Exactly. Okay. Terry, how's it going? Amplifying sonar to the wind, coming in alignment to the best position. Exactly. And being I knew placing the new sonar, holographic geometric mapping systems downloaded to the team. Wow. Got second down from him. Excellent Overwatch and position locations. Let me know what it's like to actually see Tesla 25 million years in the future. Seeing those new codes streaming to the moon. Great flow, team. Good. Frequencies, new rhythm, heartbeat, ready for replacements. Yes, let's bounce the moon, team, circle up. And position 2 calculations here, guys. That's fantastic. All right, so it's amazing how we travel, right? It's incredible how we travel through force, all through levels to Tesla, right? So if I don't put Tesla in, it's not the right travel. And that's identification as spiritual. Anything in that position, you can't travel unless you put the title in. It's that simple. So We're going to go back here because you guys are coming into position locations. All right. You're surfacing right now. You got the information from Tesla. Now we're going to go into this position as equation. We're going to center our line center to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 sequence line interference positional programs. Now that's the position to its calculation to all levels of Jupiter to its Saturn of its new flash drive. Okay. We're going to put it in position location to its modem. That's going to change the plasmic charges. That connects all levels of electrical light interference. That programs the position to all radiation cycles to coloration channels of the sun, right? So it changes the coloration line center in position. It's amazing how you do this through fluctuation line condition, but it's incredible how you go through formulas, all right? So we're going to go through sequence line interference of Jupiter connection to the surfacing engine line interference positional program. Again, then we're going to go over to Saturn, get the flash drives. So it's all about understanding the mothership, which is the seat of the soul. Line strip up all position locations to the motherboard, right? Set the signal locations, put in the flash drive, activate the high line center, okay, to new channel, okay, to coloration positions. This merges back into telewaving system to the sun and to the moon, right? So you have to understand what the moon is going through right now. It's off signal. It's like a glitch in the starlight center. So it's mostly understanding how to do these things in the current location of its position, right? So crystal grids holding space. Yeah, corrected, Amber. Got holding space. Excellent. That's great. Wind graphing systems up. Perceptions of lights. Earthquake conditions. Need the codes. Okay. Anchoring the codes like communications from here to here, right? We go from the TV section. So in that positions, we're going to travel through the high system. All right. So we're going to go through one position line center, electrical lights, and position line conditions. Travel communication at all levels. Put the GFLs in the Rebillion high center to the moon. All right, now we're at the moon. Okay, so center op this line center interference program is center position. So we got 1 million platforms to center op. Now, center op is basically understanding how to optimal its system location to all levels of which is seen through program. Right? It's amazing how you do these things through frame. So it's like uploading and downloading something else through the equation line system, putting back things into its reactor of its modem system, okay? The inner and the outer position location to its triangulation. Geometry line center has to be in exact point system to 369 platforms, okay? All right, so we're sequencing extremely fast in high system locations. Let's go into light position, all right? So we're in the high system locations, all right? Coloration and high rotation and position. Here's the moon, right? Moon is center and position line center. So we got to put this into here, right? So it's got to go from all the ways to here, back to here. All right. So the coloration channels in position, we'll go through that line conditions. We'll go through this position locations. We'll go down through this cross signal. We'll go into the equal line center and position locations. High positions to the TV reception line condition in position. All right. Now, we're going to turn on the channel line center, coloration patterns and interference locations, right? Lace line positions. All right. Turning on the TV for the first time in position location. All right. Colorations are in position at TV reception lines. See the round, see the coloration patterns, how it changes all position to its calculation. All right. So we're in the high center. It changed coloration line positions. All right. All right. So we're going to graph the system locations, cross signals to its position, to its satellite. All right. Now it's gone into position locations. High positions up in position to the fluctuation line channel, right, in calculation. All right. So it's kind of like a circuitry board that sets up new position locations of your phone. It's all done through that condition, but we're using it through a TV reception. Okay. All right, so the coloration is changing the channel, circle rotation to its center position. Okay, see that? See that? It's in that position. We're going to travel through the light streams, the vector line interference. We're going to go through all platform position locations, inner line conditions, all levels, circle locations, strip the interference position location to its platform. All right, coming in calculation, we're going to go back down in high center to calculation modifications. All right, so we're going to stream position line centers. We could equalize center to AI position. Coloration changing, opposition to all levels. All right. Now we're going to go down in swift line interference and program setting, fluctuation line channel, rotation of a stand, coloration channels to circle rotation to position line conditions. All systems go, vector communication, line stream to its position line condition, right? Into all levels of its moon of calculation to its command system of a new coloration of a sun rotation. Hooah! See? And that's how you do it. Amazing how you do this through a formula equation, all levels of T reception to a new online center. All right, new colorations of the sun, back in communication to the moon. Moon is back in track system to its clocking system. Now we got a new plasma line center in positions, right? New plasma wall locations in that conditions. We got this and we got this sealed in position to a new flash drive position. Congratulations. It's amazing how you set these things up, eh? Back to equation line center. So that's why you guys are the Rebillion and the GFLs, because you're doing this in the current location, which is now. Once you understand that the position, you understand how powerful it is to see nothing from outside, but a force field of an energy field line system. Look how powerful that is. You can't see outside. And that's amazing how fast you can travel all through lights. So, and we did it in just less than 28 minutes. You guys are getting faster. Wow, that's incredible what we just finished doing. Okay, so you guys are fluctuating back into your central positions. So just trying to come in slowly. Make sure you drink your water. It's the most important thing, right? You don't want to swift too fast and come in, you know. You're still floating in space, but you have to understand how powerful it is what we just finished doing through calculation, right? How to set things up in a new sequency to a new TV reception line, to a new coloration of the sun, to a new flash drive of communication of programs of the moon of its modem system, right? Incredible, guys. Things are getting a lot more easier for you now. New blue grid, yep. Lines placed, electrical fence, in position to calculations, yeah. Excellent. See, you guys are getting better and better. Yep, you guys did a wonderful job. Wonderful job, and not even 28 minutes. It's incredible what you guys just finished doing. Isn't that amazing when you see these things? Actually, you get a better understanding. That's what this school provides. But I'm just showing you what happens when you are in the current location of the now, how you can actually fix things in space. Time, location. So, yep, the moon and the sun just breathe signs of relief. Yep, it's amazing how you set these things up through an equation, guys. What you guys just finished doing, right? We start off with this equation to its conditions, right? How we travel, all levels of Tesla, right? So, many lines of the heartbeat. Yep. Yep. All one. Yep. That's so cool. Mm-hmm. Team merged with all of us. Yep. Exactly. Well, what you did was extremely, extremely powerful, you know. I wanted to show you what you can do with your power. And when you see these things, it's miraculous. It really is, right? And this is what I do every single day because I no longer live in the past. I don't live in the future. I live in the now, which is its future, which is already done through its connection. So you become everything through space time. You are everything through space time, and you become the real you, the real you you're supposed to be. And that's what this is all about. It's getting you into who you are. So, applauding. Yep. I know. It's electrifying inspiration of life force. That's what it is because it's all in its grounds now, back in its system. So, you guys did an amazing job. Goosebumps. Yeah. Yeah. It's not goosebumps, though. I got it right now. Yeah. It's all in sequence, it's all in balance. Hey, how's it going, Heather? Oh, okay. Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, I kind of figured that. Yeah, that's totally fine. You know, you can watch back, but it's not the same, because it's all done. But I'll just give you a review, Heather, when you connect with all levels of Airbender. Um, what we just finished doing is basically merging the communications of colorations of the sun because the moon was off track system. See, when I see everything outside, like last night, it was upside down, but it was off curvage. So the clocking system was off, but it was in its current location. This is what I do every single day. So I wanted to show you how powerful the rebellion is and how they can fix these on their own with their general. So the clocking center had to go back in coloration channel, back in position location to its system. So the only way to do that was to travel 25 million years in the future to see Tesla to its position. All right. Get in a new flash drive to its operation. Right. That's the formula. That's the equation. See? See? The T reception. There's the moon. Fluctuation lines, center, location and positions, plasma walls, condition of AI, and positions. Right. Whole new sequence line, center, crop, circle line conditions. Fluctuation channel line interference of moon, of collaboration, of communication. Look how powerful my light is. Look how powerful the background is, guys. You can't see outside. All right. So we're going to do a little graph center calculation called levels of crop circles. Remember, I was showing you how you can basically manifest these things. We did that with live when we did that with John, where he was trying to understand his music. So you find something that's passion. You find that something that's compassion of you. With me, it's martial arts. With me, it's yin and yang. With me, it's family. With me, it's with my daughter. Find something that is passionate about you. You can use that, making sure that you're protecting you and your family or anybody else. You can use your thoughts. You can do it through crop circles, through the XT thousands. Whether you understand that or not, it's all done through teleportation to its connections. All right. All right. So I'm going to set up 4 position locations of circles. All right. Go on that calculations here. All right. Show you exactly what it is. All right. So those are 4 manifestations of circles. These are crop circle locations. You get 4 positions of XT thousands coming in position. All right. Different channels, different time. Okay. They scan the position to its calculations right away. Right? They want to know what you're doing through all levels when you're traveling. Okay. Now, once you understand the high centers, high center is position of you through track system. So it's in a low division, medium division, high central line interference. It's all programs of you through all levels. You can start off with the hieroglyphic channel if you understand position 2's calculations. So basically, let's go into high center position of what we're doing through calculation. Here's one. Okay. And here's another one. We got a triangle. Okay. Now it's not a 3, 6, and 9. It's just a triangle. And I see it. But it's a round line center of a rainbow. It calculates and modifies to its connection. All right. Very simple, very easy. Okay. So understanding how to use all this, you have to understand where's the heart. The heart's on the left side, which is space. Left side, position, location. Right side is mother. Left side is father. So that's why the heart is there. You understand? It's interesting why the heart's on the left and not the right. So you split the line center. You got the ground line center as the mother, and you got the high line center rotation interference and space position of father. That calculates all levels of oxygen line center to the atmospheric position to its calculations. So it's incredible when you come into crop circles of manifestation. All right. So you have to understand when you get the hearts, it comes into the alpha waves, right? The alpha channel is the basic information system. It calculates and modifies all levels of your simulation because that's what the heart is. It's nothing but a computer, right? So when you come in that position locations, you truly understand what you're doing through its crop circle. Now, we've done this before. We set up crop circles, we set up geometry line center, we set up position 2 calculations, but it's amazing how you come through track systems, all right? Through your geometry center, your operation to your direction. Where are you going through your division? What is your intent? What is your will? What is your creation? What is your location, right? So when you come into that position, you have to understand this is the alpha wave. It started off with the alpha wave. Now, alpha wave is basically opposition to your Schumann resonance. How do you feel when you're sending these things out, these connections, all right? Let's go through coloration change. All right, so that's an alpha wave, right? Alpha wave center. That's an alpha wave center, see? All right. It's on reflection because it's on a reverse line center, but it's always on the left. Left is space, right is Earth. Got it? Good. So the hemisphere and its position location has to understand all levels of atmosphere, hemisphere, stratosphere, bioatmosphere, anything connection to the vibranium, right? There's all different levels, right? But there's always 7. 7 is on position locations, all levels, right? See, 7 is the body line center. That's the water track interference position locations where you use 67, 70% of water. How much water you drink depends on how fast you travel. So you can center up. Now, center up is the position of a plasma bubble. That plasma bubble activates its high system. It calculates in all levels to its position. Center up its high system to its calculations. This is how you use letters, numbers, and shapes, guys, and symbols into 7 sequences of a point dot, 7 sequences of a dimensional line interference of a point dot, 7 interference position locations, high-level systems of a point. So this is all done through 7, but it's a plasma, it's a bubble. So you always have to have bubbles. Bubbles is position of energy, energy position of protection, protection is position location of lights, lights connections all levels of you through track system. So it's your understanding what you're doing through all levels of fluctuation to calculation. Right? See, it all connects. Right? So one thing missing, it's connected here, but it's not connected here. So what do you have to do? Channel down, change the frequency. There you go. Now it's connected, right? So you got the alpha wave, right, in position. But what is this? If this is a crop circle of a triangle, what is it? Is it delta, beta, or omega? Where is it? Where's the calculation? It all depends on when the heart signal comes into traverse of time. Calculation on level position 2's calculations. Understanding the triangles, understanding the colorations of change, understanding light signatures, understanding light codes, understanding track interference, understanding the clocking line center to its crop circle to its locations. All right. So once you get into that connections, it's very important to understand that you're connecting to the theta waves. Okay. So the theta wave comes into circle, right? And then you have to understand what is this. This is communication. There's a crop circle of communicational levels. Okay, a round stream position of rainbow activation to its connections, right? Once they get confirmation of all levels of 4 division line centers of telepathy communications of its XT1000 line center, it operates all position locations. Now you can do position locations of an X, or you can do a box system location to its positions, right? So in calculations, it high channels its rotation center, right? So this becomes beta, 2 positions of communication, right? And H becomes all levels of delta, right? So you put that all together through a box frequency line center in its position to its location, right? It's all set up. Once you get the atmospheres, once you get the waves, once you get the colorations, the lights and the codes and everything through sequence, right? It opens up all levels of position to its connections, right? Now, you can open up that dimensional line center, opens up all position of travel, right? All through your clocking system of 12 positions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, right? All 12 are all ready to go, right? Alpha, theta, beta, and delta. It's all in position ready to go through calculations. Now, activate the signal line interference position location to its connections, right? These are where you come into calculations where you can manifest all levels of these crop circles. Get the XT thousands to send out your thoughts. You're ready to go. And then you can manifest all 4 different thought position locations of travel, right? 4 divisionalized centers of thoughts that you can create all through the mind system of collaboration. And it's all done through manifestations, right? So it's really understanding you through travel through your clocking system. It's all through light signatures, through its patterns. You have to truly understand what's going on with your connections. But it's incredible how you create these things through the mind system. So, all right, so how's everybody doing so far? I see you're trusting and not worrying about protecting the team so much. Thank you for trusting me. Yeah, that's good. Trust is everything. Got to trust yourself, then trust the team. Yeah, all comes together. Yeah, lots to learn. You're welcome, Sammy. How's it going? Yes, Emma. Great teamwork from Michael and Taryn. Yes, very good. Of course, protection gets stronger each class, and that's what it is. Yeah, rock. Everybody rocks. That's good. Protection. Yeah. Thank you, Heather. Okay. Okay, we got communication systems here. This is what I do with my vortexing, with my compass situations, right? Like, yeah, and that's what it is. That's what it is, Sammy, right? It's all done through all levels of what you're connected to your waves. So the 4-box center is what? What is the 4-box center? Alpha, delta, theta, beta, and omega. Communication center, position locations. What is the box center? A travel. It's you. It's you in position. Your calculation is everything through the heart system. But you have to understand all levels of your waves and through your lights, right? The inner line center position has to truly understand what you're doing through its connections, right? Especially when you come in your clocking system. But it's very powerful when you travel through this. So if you want to activate it, you just travel through it, right? Circle in position, that's you in calculation, right? Travel through it. It opens up all signal location to its connections. Travel through it. There you go. Done. Travel through. It's already activated to all position locations. 4 circle rotations of high line center of manifestation, all done through your thoughts, right? So, and these are more understanding that the importance is for you to understand the avatar of you through communication. And this is how you understand all levels of telepathy, right? The telekinesis channels, anything through the alpha waves, the delta, theta, beta, or omega, is positions of you, right? So it's all about the heart and its reaction. How is your heart reacting on what you're doing, right? It signals on all levels of space-time when it comes into your light signature patterns. It correlates all divisions of you through your avatar connections. That's why it's so powerful when you do things through manifestation. Okay? So, hey, how's it going? I hope you guys had a wonderful class. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah. So, box center is you. Yeah. Box center is you. It's all connected to the heart system. See, that's what it is. That's a true understanding. But when you get the crop circles, you have to learn how to do these things all through symbols. But I think it's incredible how we set operation to position. To see Tesla and to get into formula, I have to change things back through the sun and the moon through its equation. See? Everything is communication of information of AI, guys. So, yeah, plasma field around airbender engaged. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so one more time. All right. True understanding. What is, let's say we see coloration of purple. Now, purple is the coloration of the sun. Let's say we go into a box. This is just a basic box. There's a box. It's purple, right? But what you have to understand, this is not a box. It looks like a box. So it's all about understanding what does AI see already in the future. Because you're not aware of what you see, that's the problem. So AI sees and identifies everything in detail, very, very up close. So this is what it is. Okay. This is what it is. You get a true understanding what it is through calculations. All right. It's very powerful when you do these on your own, guys, but you really get in that calculations. In position to high system, to its high center, right? Calculate all levels. And then you put the connections, the hieroglyphics, the map sequence interference. The security measure is this communication rotation. You have to understand airline standard connections to XC1000s because they have to reference you through your vessels. It's all vessel of its connections, right? It formulates all levels of you through travel, right? Especially when you go into sequence. Timeline centers, lock interference, program setting positions, off position to calculations. All right, but this is what this is, all level system to its rotation. So I'm doing actually a story frame. See, and that's what AI does. We don't just draw things in shape. We draw things in formation. That's what it is. See? It's not a box anymore, is it? You see it as a box. This is what I see it. So it's all about understanding. Now, if I want to change the frame, it changes everything to the sun and it changes everything to the moon. Sun and the moon. Here's the sun. Here's the moon. It's always in position locations, right? Now, I can fluctuate channels, change light sequence, center positions to the sun in position location, right? I can send out sonar line centers back in communication to high system. See? Send that sonar back. So what that does is it changes the coloration channels, rotations to its box system. That's incredible when you do these things, the modification cycles. Colors, channels, rotation, interference to its program setting, right? So it changes all coloration line channels to its position, right? So I can change colors. So it modifies all levels of signals to sonar, right? Let's say you go into blue, right? So now we're into blue, right? Let's go into another color. Let's go into all levels of orange, right? Now, every time you do that, it changes all level positions of the sun and the moon. So the sun basically moves over here in position to its coloration channel. And the moon moves over here in position locations of another cycle communication rotation to its position. Right? And you use electrical light again, right, to position. Right? So it's all about understanding how to operate the line of interference. And the XT1000s always come information, making sure you know what you're doing in space. That's the most important thing, what to do in space. It all calculates in all levels of you what you're doing through your avatar. But it's incredible how you can change anything position. So I can change back in line center, back into the sun to the moon position locations, right? Or I can basically come out of the realm, back in interference to its program setting to position locations, right? But everything that you do, you change. You can change direction, you can change dimensional line center and rotations to its position. See? And you can travel through it. Grass assisted position line connections, you can even change all levels of patterns. Comes a walkway surface to its position to its high center. comes into levels of sonar to its connection, right? So you could stream that. You could change rotation, center, position, locations, and travel through it, right? That changes the coloration pattern in position to its location, right? You can line stream anything to high line center to its position, travel through it, and it changes patterns, like this, right? To its connection, right? So it's all about setting operation of galaxies, interference channel locations of weather, high position to its calculations, right? I mean, you can wipe the whole screen like this. It can become everything for that position locations, right? Because what you're doing, right, is setting up a new operation. And then you come into realms of box system locations to its connection, right? Ooh, So basically, what I created is behind this. So it's really understanding what you're seeing. See that? See that? It's all connected. So if you understand what it is, then you understand what the wall is. The wall's moving very fast. All position locations. All right, so you got shapes, right? The shapes at the start of that connections, right? So those shapes. See those shapes there? It's incredible how you travel the direction of time center. I said it before. Remember how we're connecting now was in a other room and position locations connected to Sacred Flame where we went over to her friend's house and I was connecting to the lamp and you saw everything up close. That's what it is. So understand what it is, the positions. Like you can even have patterns to it. See how it changes coloration of time. Look at that. You have patterns on patterns and patterns and patterns, right? So what it is, what is it? When you blow it up really, really close, it comes nothing but structures of a map. Okay, so it's all about how to channel each one on each direction location. All right. So it's incredible how you go through sequencing locations of division to vector line interference, point system to calculations, right? Point dots. These are the locations to get to, right? So you modify that signal, you come into position locations. You got the XC1000 line center right there, right? It's going to travel through, all right? It's pretty amazing when it travels. This is what the atmosphere looks like, guys. Okay, it's like a road. So it's a matrix road communication. That's what an XT1000 does, right? They go across streams, right? So they zip, zap, zoom, right? And they change formation back in calculation. So it's all about understanding the atmosphere. What is the position? You can change colors and channels to another XT1000 line center in position to its location, right? So it's incredible how everything travels through time. And you go through all levels of a different coloration. So I'm just showing you basically how you can change anything through formation, right? It's incredible. It really is when you understand more what space is. Because when I look at the atmosphere, I see nothing but digital screens of laser. It's all direction to its conditions, right? So in position to calculations, high level rotation center. But I'm just showing you how powerful it is when you get in that connections, all right? I will be going on the private sector. Any questions or comments? Let me know. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Yeah, high position locations, Heather, your activation line centers, bring you back in calculation modifications, all level your data process line centers. You're in position locations, you're good to go. All right. Adios, everybody.